Okay, so it looks like I got a pretty good position here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out some chow and get to eating. Okay, so I pulled out an MRE, and it looks like I got pork sausage patty. So, yep, that's what's for lunchtime. So, go ahead and get my knife out. Probably won't need it to open it, at least these new MREs. Yep, came open pretty easy. And it's pretty thin. This one's pretty thin, so I don't know. Let's see what we got. So, got our little trash bag. I like to use these as trash bags because you got to pack out everything you pack in. This is a field review after all, so you know we're playing soldier or Marine in my case. So, all right. So, got regular crackers. All right, snacky poo pile. Got the little sleeve for the MRE, and it's not with the MRE. Then we got fruit punch. So this is good because this means I can put water directly into this, and also got the heater. So as you can see, everything's not really stacked like the way it usually is. It's kind of just a jumbled mess. It's not like organized and packed like some other MREs. So anyways, you got the MRE heater, and you got a beverage bag. So, smoked almonds. I like smoked almonds. They're pretty good. Snacky poo pile. Table syrup. Okay. Snacky poo pile. Spoon. And regular peanut butter. Okay, that goes with the crackers. That's a spread. And maple muffin top. Trans fat free. So, yeah. You got 280 calories in that one. Snacky poo pile. And the drinks go in front, and might as well get my water source out with it. Got my nice little canteen. So then we got our entree, and you can see that the pork sausage patty is only this big, but you get all this extra, so you know it's kind of small. So anyways, it says that this thing has 330 calories in it. Okay. And what's in it is pork, sugar, water, salt, dextrose, natural and artificial maple flavor, corn syrup, solids, natural flavor. That's pretty small set of ingredients for an MRE main course. I'll tell you that right now. In my experience, they're just long lists. I mean, if you look at like the crackers, for instance, that long list of ingredients underneath the nutrition facts, long list. I mean, even for the smoked almonds, I mean, if you look under the nutrition facts, they actually have quite a list of stuff. It's not just almonds that are smoked with a little bit of salt. I mean, this maple muffin top, long list of ingredients underneath the nutrition facts. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get the main course going. Since this pork patty is so fat, I'm going to have to leave this flap up. I usually like to fold it over and put it upside down, but this thing is so fat, putting it in with the heater, this bag is just barely wide enough or slim enough to actually fit down in the heater. So that's interesting. There's just a lot of excess room with this little pork patty. But I can understand they like one size fits all kind of thing, so we'll deal with that. So a generalized amount of water. I mean, it doesn't hurt to put more in there. It'll use up what it wants, and then the rest it'll just cook off. So anyways, heater down, flap upwards, because I'm going to lay this thing just completely flat. So I'll pull this out a little bit, fold this flap, fold the excess flap, and shove it back in. And yep, it's working. So I'll just place that right there. I'll just put it right next to me on a nice flat surface. That way it can actually cook and rest. So anyways, next thing we have, I dropped the accessory pack. We got coffee. So this is instant coffee, genial. So I don't know if you can read that, but let's go ahead and open up the accessory pack, see what we got. Now, if you've been watching these videos, you probably already understand my philosophy on a lot of these things. Toilet paper, you know, that's a reserve. That's not actually toilet paper, and it's not a napkin. Moist towelette, this is not a napkin, this is an ass wipe. So, we'll put that away. Iodized salt. Like to use this with my meals, and I am going to use this with my main meal, so I'll put that over yonder. Creamer. I don't use creamer, so yeah. Now, you get matches with this one. Very uncommon with new MREs. This is very uncommon to see, but it's kind of like the old matches, but you know, red tip, but brown outside. So interesting, but not lighting anything. So going in the trash. So this is the Genial Coffee. This isn't the government issue stuff. Ingredients: 100% pure coffee. That's good to know. Alright, so I'll hold on to that for a second. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people would say field MRE coffee. Well, for me, I've rarely ever heated up water to make coffee. I mean, you can, but it's just once in a blue moon kind of thing. You collect up your coffees, you have an MRE heater in a beverage bag, and you use that. And you can absolutely do that, but I'm not going to do that. I would just eat the grounds. Sugar, you can keep that around. That is extra calories, just like the creamer is. However, I'm not going to use that. I have a video on, you know, what you need to know about MREs, and it goes over the caloric contents in an MRE, and how we, as, you know, troops, we end up screwing ourselves out of calories, and how we malnourish ourselves by throwing away certain things in the MREs. These things are designed to give us all the calories, vitamins, and minerals we need if we eat everything in that meal. So substituting, trading, that still screws us over. Gum, definitely use it afterwards, good for your teeth. So I'll go ahead and stow that away over here. And it's red, so it should be like cinnamon or whatever. So anyways, let's go ahead and I would start on this muffin top. It kind of feels a little deformed. I don't know. Feels pretty deformed in here. I'll wait on that one. The table syrup, I don't know. I'll wait on that one, but I want to get to these smoked almonds first. So, smoked almonds, huh? Yeah, I mean, they're just coated with stuff. I mean, yeah. I think they have a good amount of sugar in there, too. Yep, hickory flavor, seasoning. So, vegetable oil, seasoning, hickory flavor, some yeast and onion, maltodextrin, yeah. So, I don't know. First flavor is hickory. You know, being that this is smoked almonds with a hickory flavor, I don't understand why they wouldn't say hickory flavored smoked almonds. Whatever, right? These smoked almonds aren't bad at all. I would take these on post or on patrol or something. There's really not that much in here. It's only 120 calories. You get pretty good fats in there, a little bit of sodium, you know, some flavor and stuff. It's pretty intense flavor in that powder. So, yeah. The powder's pretty good. So anyways, on to the next one, which would be that PB. And them PB crackers, peanut butter, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. So, of course you got the crackers here, unsalted. So apparently older MREs and stuff had salted crackers. Not this one. And the peanut butter here is definitely going to need to get heated up a little bit, so I'll work on that for a bit, and I'll skip ahead. Okay, so if you read the ingredients list on this peanut butter up front here, I don't know if it's going to get glared out, but if you read that, if you pause it or whatever, it says ingredients not found in normal peanut butter. So basically, or in regular peanut butter, basically these are fortified. It adds in vitamin B6 or whatever, vitamin A, thiamine, vitamin C and stuff like that. It adds it all in, so you get a good amount of vitamin C, 50% of your daily value of vitamin C for a 2,000 calorie diet. That's not saying that's 50% of what you're gonna need in the field. That's just like if you ain't doing shit. So if you do nothing and you burn 2,000 calories, that's how much you would need. So yeah, take it for what it's worth, but we'll go ahead and spread this on the cracker and try that. Regular old MRE peanut butter, yeah, it's not as, I mean, granted it's been a while, but whenever I had peanut butter, it didn't seem as sweet as this stuff. I think it was about the same, so I don't think it's changed too much. Yeah, peanut butter on the cracker is not very satisfying. Everything sticks to your mouth and stuff. I've never really been a fan of it. Nor the cheese spread on crackers. I would just have them separately. Eat the peanut butter, and then eat the crackers. I would never really join them together. It just makes a big mess. Cheese spread and peanut butter. I mean, cheese bread sometimes, like the bacon cheese spread or whatever. I like getting the tortillas though. They make good quesadillas. Very satisfying. But you know, crackers and peanut butter, not a good combination, but they're good separate. At least in my opinion. One thing to note about these crackers is this must be a new generation of cracker, because I don't remember these things flaking away so easily. Like, yeah, they would be crunchy and stuff like that. This stuff, it's like they're soft almost. They're soft crackers. You don't get that snap. You don't get the same snap as I did with the older ones, but yeah, I don't know. Just my observation there. Okay, so I'm done with the crackers and peanut butter. And I'm feeling like making myself a drink. So I can use this pouch, or I can use a beverage bag. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this pouch, because I think it'll be a lot easier, because I'll remember to use a knife. And yeah, let's see here. I'll just cut along this slit, being very careful. And there we go. So if you watched my other MRE videos, you probably saw that I tore it and it went diagonally, and I lost a lot of the space for it. So this is saying like half a canteen cup, 12 ounces of water. I don't know where this line would be for 12 ounces, but whatever. I'll just do what I want. So I'll just put a generous amount for me. Now, fruit punch in the past really has not been that great from MREs, so I'm thinking that's about, maybe more. There we go. That's probably too much. Knowing me, when I'm generous, I end up giving too much. There we go. Ooh, bright red. Very bright red. Nice. So, for those of you that are looking for the aesthetics of the fruit punch, who give a crap about that, I am not one of them. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty full. So, turn it upside down and make sure you get all the powder out the bottom. Yep, already leaking on me. There we go. So it's a nice bright red in there. So, glorious. So, let's see, it looks pretty powdery. It still looks a little powdery on top. Not like they're standing powder, but that, you know, residue, that weird residue look. I don't know, we'll see. So for drinking out of this, don't just leave the tip and trust it to stay formed, because it won't. Trust me, I've had this flatten out and then go out the sides while I was drinking, so you always want to pinch the top like this to keep it in form. Yep, I added too much water to that, but I don't know if it's just because I added more water or what, but it's like it's a new flavor of fruit punch. New form. Not that great. For some people, I think you would probably be better off if you added a little sugar to this, which is probably what I should do. So let me go ahead and dig that out, because that would be a really nice addition to this little bland drink. There we go. Got my shuggy. Yeah, I did call it shuggy. Get over it. There we go. So this shuggy should help sweeten this up a little bit, because it's just very bland right now. So let me go ahead and try this again. Now I shook it up so much it got a little frothy. Good. Alright, so here we go. That sugar did not help very much. It did not help very much. It just gave it a new weird flavor. That's disappointing, but oh well. It's almost worse now. Yeah, I don't really know how to put it, but it's just not as satisfying. Not at all, but whatever. On to the next thing. Now, the next thing up, after that disgusting beverage, is going to be the pork sausage patty, the main course. So, go ahead and tear that a bit, and go ahead and leave the heater in the sleeve, and there we go. And then we just toss this whole thing in our little glorified trash can, if you will. I mean, you can, yeah. There's a little bit of excess water in there, but whatever. So, yep, it's pretty warm. So, I believe this is what the table syrup is for. I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to go ahead and open this up sideways to kind of get myself a little better bowl. But it's got a double notch here, so I could just open it up this way, which this is kind of the hard part about this, because there isn't that much. Actually, the pork patty it goes down to here, so like half. So I'll just tear this notch. It's not really gonna hurt anything. I didn't think, but then the juice got all over me, so that's nice. So yeah, we can drain it of all that orange juice. That was nice. And first scent, maple. Fake burnt maple smell. So yeah, I got it all over my legs. So yeah, that's interesting. So I guess I'll get out my spoon. It's a nice way to make a video is getting dirty, because you trust it. That's why you use your knife. Don't be me. Don't be me, don't be trusting. Always distrust your MRE. So I'll just try a corner here. It's like it was cooked in maple syrup, and then the maple syrup cooked off. I'm gonna put some salt on this bad boy, which you kind of want to do anyways, because they provide it for a reason, and they're counting the whole caloric and vitamin and mineral intake based off you using this entire meal. So whatever. I, on the other hand, am not going to use this entire well, I wasn't going to use the entire thing, but whatever. You know, whatever. Salted pork, terrific. And yeah, okay. Alright, so that's salted pork for you. And let's see if the salt helps. Kinda does. Just don't inhale the salt. Pretty good though. But it's not really a porky flavor anymore. It's just like a well-cooked piece of meat at this point. Almost like sausage, but like if your sausage had very little flavor. So I'll tell you, you'd be better off going with Jimmy Dean on this one. And this was probably a bad idea, because I didn't use my knife for this either. Yeah, that was a bad idea, because if I'd have kept going, it would have gone down this and the entire line of this thing. As you can see, it's creeping along. So let's try a little table syrup with it. And yes, I said a little bit because I'm not going to use this entire thing on this, and it's globbing out a bit. It tastes like regular table syrup. But let's see if it can actually help this, or if it's just going to make it taste more weird. I have to keep eating this thing in order to understand what I'm eating. It's like a soggy, it's like if you soaked a well done sausage that you had cooked with some maple syrup, and then you put some maple syrup on it, or not maple syrup, but table syrup. And the salt hasn't helped. And the salt didn't hurt it, but it has a little bit of spices in there, but you don't get that like sausage taste. And this is just like an unknown meal, like an unknown meat. That's what it tastes like. So this is why we also call them mystery meals. Like MRE, mystery. Mr. E. I mean, that was meat, but it was like, I would not have been able to tell if that was beef, pork, or like a combination thereof, just because of that, the lack of flavor. There was like, it didn't really even have a meaty consistency to it. It was like, or maybe it did, but it was like a really soggy one. So, I don't know. On to dessert. And I know I have my coffee here, but you know, I'm not going to have that now. I'll save that for later. So anyways, open this up and move on to our dessert. So our little muffin thing got, you know, flattened a little bit. Smells like syrup. So what I'm going to do, I don't think I need the spoon anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and put a little bit of syrup on here, like a weirdo, on a syrupy dessert already. You know, moderation. This, with the syrup on, it tastes like a spiced pound cake, but without the spice. It's just extra sugary, but this is more like a sweetened shortbread. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it's not gonna knock your socks off like a lemon poppy seed pound cake or almond poppy seed pound cake or something like that, or spice pound cake. You know, spice pound cake with some of this syrup, holy hell. Now talk about cloud nine right there. Okay, so that's it. That was a pretty short-lived maple muffin top, trans fat free. So, I mean, I still got the beverage bag and the coffee, but the beverage bag, you can either keep it around and save it for later, because God knows you don't get enough of them with these new MREs. This is a 2017 MRE, so about a year old. So basically with this MRE, everything's pretty good for the most part, except for that main meal. I mean, the crackers and peanut butter, I take them separately. The maple muffin top, it was fine. It's just I feel like it really did need that table syrup in order to help it out a bit. The pork patty, though, I don't know. It might have been better cold. That's really how I feel. I think it would have probably tasted better cold. Um, but that's usually how I had my. I usually heated up my old pork patty or whatever that they used to have in MREs. But yeah, I don't know. So with some of these newer MREs, I've been getting more new MREs, and they come in like the government packaging, like the creamer did in this one. So this is kind of an interesting one. But instant coffee is probably going to taste exactly the same as others, but you know, it doesn't say exactly how much water to put in, so whatever you want, probably 6 ounces, like a small coffee cup. That's pretty much all that this is probably going to give you, but might as well open it up and smell. Yeah, this is more powdery than Taster's Choice, and it doesn't seem as dark of a roast. Seems like it would be pretty pleasant, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this inside. Make this instant coffee inside for my own personal uses. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for this MRE. The pork sausage patty was okay, but you know, I would be able to deal with it if I was in the field. It just probably wouldn't be my favorite at this point. So I wouldn't even want it for breakfast at this point. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and you guys have a good one, and look forward to more of these videos in the future.